as JeBelle still with it. Kynes Dinaldo Benjamin. Benjamin has two defenders. He gets a wrong one. Nice cross comes in and he scores. Easy picking there for JeBelle. And a nice cross, nice work by Delano Benjamin first of all. Then that cross finds Valdo Anderson as they look to come back with a shot and into the back of the net. And Hope International has taken an early lead. There was some bumbling there. That was Valdo Anderson back to the number 8. And in the end, there's some tussle there. There was Simmons along with Samuel. Some tumbling with he steps up now. And this time he makes it count. And so North Leeward Predators have equalized. And so he has equalized. Dale Spring from the penalty spot in the 72nd minute.
Us here. And the corner comes in. Oh! Oh!
Looks like Solomon.
Batiste! Batiste could not reel it in. Solomon snuck in at the far post. And he did what he should have done. Put it in the back of the net. And Charlo, I think we have a candidate.
Looking to chip it downfield. Has number 11 to contend with. In Azino Solomon. Solomon hit across. Comes in. This is an early goal. My word.
Karim Davis.
So it's Karim Davis inside the first minute for System 3 as they continue their goal scoring spree. Starting this encounter in the first minute. And it was a nice cross there. And in the end, a good piece of work. Azino Solomon coming along the left flank. Finding Karim Davis, who had no difficulty putting that into the back of the net as he comes down the left flank, pulling everyone with him. Comes across, and Warren is there. Azino Solomon is there. He goes into the back of the net. And again, we are seeing a bit of untidy work in terms of the defense there for Camdona Chelsea. In fact, it comes right back off the. This time it's the number.
Carlos Solomon.
It's Carlos, the number 9.
Carlos Solomon.
Yeah, it's off Carlos Solomon.
Azino Solomon stands over it. Is he? Yes. And he scores, beating Gill, who dived to the right, to his left. He went in the right direction, but Solomon gets his second for the afternoon.
Well, I think the first was his first.
Azino's first, correct.
Yes. Parents Fund, perhaps, of America. And heads go up ahead into the back of the net. The head of Nigel Charles climbing to his full height and getting the head on it. This time he got it right. Good corner there by Luke.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy. So we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Your life, your vibe, your cola. So represent.
Your life, your vibe, representing the best cola. Me and talk about zest cola. Right. From me.
Open the cola, me a look for the best cola.
Look to the left, me see the zest cola. Look to the right, me see the zest cola.
Zest cola are the best cola. Represent for the zest cola. Zest cola are the best cola.
Zest. Your life, your vibe, your cola. Zest. Represent with the best cola available island nationwide at your favorite bars, restaurants, corner stores, and supermarkets. Zest. Your cola, your vibe. Some bottles are ordinary, and then there's the iconic green Heineken, a symbol of craftsmanship since 1873. Inside, a perfect balance of malt and hops, delivering a taste that is smooth, crisp, and undeniably refreshing. This isn't just beer, it's heritage in every sip. Heineken, pure, original, timeless. Heineken, open your world. Must be 18 years or older to enjoy. Heineken, distributed by ECGC.
Welcome to the Brighton Technical Facility for the first game of a triple header this afternoon into the evening. It's JeBelle FC against Hope International, as the players are on the field along with the officials and now exchanging pleasantries on a hot evening, but still windy. I think there's some respite in terms of the breeze across the ground. And let me say welcome to Roxelle. Roxelle, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Charlo, and good afternoon to those viewing our broadcast this evening as we complete weekend number 5 of the Vincy Soccer Premier League. We're into match 3, JeBelle versus Hope International, and the two teams who are really eager to have some more points in their corner. JeBelle at this point were sitting, they were sitting coming into this weekend, they were sitting on in position number 5 with 7 points, having won 2 games, drawn 1 and lost 1, while Hope International were 2 spots below that, not where they want to be. They were on 4 points with 1 win, 1 draw, and 2 losses, Charlo.
All right, so both teams would want to make a statement here. They're still early days and they would have to come up trumps. Hope International have not been at their best, and definitely they have a lot of work to do. JeBelle slightly better, and again they would have some work to do. Last weekend we saw System 3 really cementing their place at the top so far. Again, really thumping teams by some very high margins, and I'm sure that the others would want to take a leaf out of their book. So we'll wait to see what will transpire as the officials are out in the middle. I think Elron Lewis, as we wait on the starting lineup. And I think that's one of the areas that the officials have been pretty tardy in.
Well, I wouldn't say pretty tardy. We've had some instances where it has been tardy.
Well,
and this weekend, I believe, was the more difficult weekend that we've had, the most difficult weekend we've had in terms of that. And I guess not having some personal traveling with the under 20 team may have, but we've put things in place, and obviously without technology things become a little retarded a bit. So it's on its way. You can see the commissioner coming across, but yes, it's something that we have to try to make sure standards are kept across the board regardless.
So it's a kickoff taken by Hope International to Valdo Anderson as he comes right back here and looks up, still looks for Valdo, finds him. He's been hustled and he's still trying to worm his way around, has 2 defenders and into the JeBelle FC player, and there's an early throw in for Hope International. So it's still it's a so there we have it. Quickly, I think JeBelle starting lineup in goal is Tristan John, but still JeBelle looking to knock it around. It's Valdo Anderson who picks it up for Hope and gives it to Jaquan Glasgow. There's still Hope looking to keep things going. It goes into touch for a throw-in for Hope International. So Tristan John in goal for JeBelle. He has number 8, number 3, Tyree Stevens. Number 8 is Sherwin Alexander. Number 5 is Michael Williams. Number 6, Zinda Grant. 7, Delano Benjamin. Number 10, Java Odein. 16, Ashanu Benjamin. 19, Javid Richardson. 20, Joan Sawyers. And 26, Jermaine Spencer. That's the starting lineup for JeBelle there.
All right, and for Hope International, Aaron Batiste is back in goal after suffering an injury, and he's back and strong and ready to go. Number 3, Rishon Matthias. He's been good. Jermaine Harry, I think he's been one of the steadier defenders in the tournament so far as well. Yeah. Samuel Matthews, number 5. Harry carries the number 4. Kishori Lois, number 6. Valdo Anderson, number 9. Number 20, Ralik Bracha. Number 22, Zadine Sam. Number 23, Chad Davis. Number 29, Jacon Glasgow. And number 31, Yori Thorne.
Right, so that's the starting lineup of both teams as we look to make our way. Is JeBelle looking for a counter? Nice ball coming through. Has too much on it, and goalkeeper just allowing it to come to him there. That's Batiste, and he bowls it out to the man on our far left. He looks to come down the line. Valdo Anderson didn't lash on to that, but it's picked up by Hope International, with the defense for JeBelle coming back into that 18-yard box, and it's still in that 18-yard, but now cleared. Finds Jaquan Glasgow, who skips around 1, skips around 2, and has a shot, ill-directed, going behind the uprights, and it's going to be a goal kick for JeBelle. So it's a 0-0 affair so far. We're just in the 4th minute of the first game this afternoon. This will be followed by 2 other games, and always a tough weekend when it comes to a Sunday. And the likes of when you have younger legs and younger voice, like my co-commentator, who finds it rather easy, but I think he feels the pinch as well, because he doubles up in so many areas, and
you have to be in it to win it, Charles.
Well, I think the West Indies were in it, but
yes,
win it.
but I know you would have brought that up this afternoon, but I think we must be pleased. It was one of those tournaments where we as West Indians could say that we were disappointed with their performance. They were all played in some instances, not badly today, but they were playing a very good team as well, and yes, they showed up. Joey
Thorne gives it to the number 22. Glasgow with it. Cross comes in, and the goalkeeper, he was coming off his line, but defensive work there by JeBelle cleaned up the mess, and so Hope will still look to come forward. They're still on that far left, and Jermaine Harry, and they play on that far left, lanky individual. It goes into touch, so it's going to be a throw-in for Hope. He goes back in defense, comes back, and he comes right back to his goalkeeper. There is the number 3, Matthias now comes down, finds Jory Thorne. Thorne has been one of the stalwart in defense for Hope, as he boots it downfield, looking for some support. And let's see who will jump who. Michael Williams goes back to his goalkeeper. Sensible move. Goalkeeper came off his line, collects, and it's still with Stevens. Stevens looking to come forward, and down goes the number 7 in Delano Benjamin. So Jory Thorne, and it's going to be a throw-in for Hope, looking for Valdo Anderson. Chest it down. Valdo still in a tussle, has 2 to contend with, and it goes into touch, and it's going to be another throw-in for Hope International.
Well, Delano Benjamin back in after the red card suspension he had for the previous encounter for JeBelle.
So there was a Jory Thorne looking to get to Valdo. Valdo overpass, it went into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for JeBelle, just about 2/3 of their half. Back to the number 6 in Zinda Grant, and the whistle going against Hope International. So Zinda Grant with that will take that free kick. So there was Simmons was looking, asking if he shouldn't go a little further back, but it's Hope. It's JeBelle with it, and the guy ball cut out there by Hope. Jaquan Glasgow, nice ball for the number 23 in Chad Davis. Chad with a cross and sliding across the face of the goal there. And Simmons couldn't get in there. It was a good cross, but in the end, it went into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for JeBelle.
Looked heavy there, Simmons. He should have been crashing that, throwing something on it. Anything on that, it's going in the direction of the goal, Charlo.
Yes, I think it was a little slow in terms of his own movement.
Yes.
Yeah, Jackman Glasgow. Looking to find Stevens, but he's cut out there by JeBelle. And again, the defensive work. Good. Java Odin with it. And still with Jabba as he looks to go through the middle. Nice ball. And Matthias cleans it up. Goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Hope. For JeBelle inside Hope's half. And both teams looking for the ascendancy. And still looking to see some level of construction. Trying to get things going. So it's Zinda Grant with a throw-in. Still looking for some support. Let's see. Finds his number 8. Number 8 with a cross. Not a lot on it, and not good work there by Williams. By Matthews, and it goes into touch. It's a corner. And we can see Delano Benjamin, the number 7, very quickly in position. Just standing over him is the number 8 in Sherwin Alexander, and wearing the captain's armband. Cross comes in, the whistle goes up, down goes that Hope international play. It's against JeBelle, and it was quickly taken. Referee and Lewis said, "Come on, you're going a little too fast. Just slow the pace down a bit." So that has to be retaken. And so it's Elron Batiste and Elron Lewis. Batiste in goal, Lewis with the whistle. And Delano Benjamin, a little too much on that. And infringement call. It's against Hope. So it's going to be a throw-in for JeBelle once again. And deep inside Hope's half. We are in the 9th minute. And Sunday afternoon, he comes right back to Stevens. So let's see what Stevens will do. He goes across field, finds Matthews. Matthews chips it downfield, but headed back up by the number 4 there, Harry. And 23, Chad Davis, a little too much on it. And Harry couldn't lash onto it. It goes into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for JeBelle. So both teams yet to settle Roxelle and try to string some passes together.
I think this is what we see on the 3:30 starts on Sunday. The teams are a little reluctant to go out as hard as they would in an evening encounter where it's cooler and they have the shade of no sun, so to speak. But yes, I still feel that they are yet to get into their groove and strides, and we should see some of that
nice
hopefully.
Ball. And there is the number 20. I can see immediately he's pulling up. That's Raleigh Bradshaw. Not sure if he got a little nip around the ankle, and he was signaling very early. And referee Alon Lewis would now come across to see what's the matter. I could see physio Javid Marksman jogging his way out. He is always on the ball, and you can see Bradshaw just about pointing to the left ankle, and he's been helped to the sideline. So play will continue. We are in the 11th minute. So now he finds himself to the sideline, and the magic spray, as it is often referred to, comes in long through into the box, headed away there by Hope, and that had booted into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for JeBelle, but danger not yet averted. They're still close into that penalty area. Long through, up goes the header, and my word, goalkeeper Batiste couldn't hold on, but luckily for him there was Matthews there to clear the danger, clearing it off the line. And it's now Valdo Anderson looking to go downfield, a long chase. It's number 22. in Simmons. Simmons crosses. Good diving effort by the goalkeeper. And Raleigh Bradshaw there was looking for that, but in the end, he just couldn't get there, and JeBelle lives to fight another day as they come across. Delano Benjamin still with it. Benjamin goes back to Stevens. Long ball. So Jory Thorne just shadowing it into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for Hope International. So Jory Thorne, and with it, long throw finds Simmons, but it's Sawyers, and down goes the Benjamin. It's against Hope, so it's going to be a free kick. Pretty interesting angle here, not far out. So it's going to be very interesting in terms of who's going to take that shot. What option would he take? As we see number of players, I think just about all of Hope's players back into that attacking area. And you see there's a three-man wall. Joan Sawyers will take that free kick. In fact, he's there with Sherwin Alexander. So who is going to take that free kick? It looks like Sherwin Alexander chips it across. Heads go up. Headed away back to Sherwin Alexander. Finds Sawyers. Sawyers back to Alexander. Still in JeBelle's half. Chips it downfield. Batiste shadows it. It goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for Hope. And Alexander was looking to chip it across, trying to find the header of one of his players to see if they can hit the back of the net, but intercepted by Hope International. Batiste flat kick downfield, and he comes back. Delano Benjamin has Matthias to contend with. He heads it into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for JeBelle. So we see Zinda Grant, the number 6, quickly taken by Benjamin too, and it's off Thorne. Thorne, as Batiste comes off his line. Good anticipation on the part of Batiste there, and the score remains 0-0. Now he boots it downfield. Not the best of throw. Sawyers comes back looking for Sherwin Alexander, who was bodied there. Delano Benjamin. That kick that goes high and wide over the uprights. Into touch it goes. It's going to be a goal kick.
It's
a corner.
Yeah, it seems
I think it came
deflected,
off.
yes.
They deflected their deflection off Hope International player, and we could see Java O'Dane jogging his way into position for that. The number 10. So all of Hope's players except one, and Batiste covers the angle well, not holding on, and it goes into touch for another corner. And let's see, can Java make this one count? Here he is. Corner comes to Alexander, who really made a meal of that. Just booted aimlessly high, wide over the crossbar, into touch. Roxell, it's going to be a goal kick for Hope International.
Yes, not yet settled the units from my estimation. They still do have some work to pull their best together, and seemingly again falling into the trend of what we've seen from both teams during the competition. They've had spurts of good constructive football, and yet others where it's not really coming to the fore. But here we go. It's with Matthias. He comes across and finds Thorne on the right, and Thorne is going to advance further into the JeBelle half, trying to get past Grant, doesn't, but deflects in favor of Simmons and cleared.
Yes, I see. It's Valdo Anderson. He's on the ground for a while now, but play was continuing. I think the play has now been held up. Some attention being placed to Valdo Anderson on the far left of us there, Roxell.
Look, he's holding the back of his head, so he's probably had a little bump on as he went up for one of those chances, opportunities of an aerial ball. And so that's going to be dealt with. He's walking off with the assistance of his physio. So 0-0 here still in this first encounter of the Sunday afternoon.
So play just about to continue.
Right, so it's with Thorn. Thorn goes inside to Bratcher. Bratcher back to Thorn, but he is in a tussle there, and he can't get past the defender. And so it's now again with Thorn. He is here we go. Brings it back now to Matthias. Matthias is going across inside, looking for that Lex Glasgow. Falls for Davis. Davis was sizing up a shot. Not sure what happened there, Charlo. But it comes back to Harry. Harry
like
goes. Yes. Well, we were obscured by two defenders, but he was really looking as if he was in a position to have a hammer.
He right, and it was a miss kick and a team ball rolled out, and JeBelle cleared it. Yeah.
Well, some inconsistency, but it falls to Glasgow. Not a good pass out there by Williams. He gets it in, looking again for Williams, but cut out by JeBelle with Java O'Dane. O'Dane brings it across and looks for Stevens. Stevens does good work, but he's dispossessed. Simmons is in, but Stevens excellent again, getting into a position where he got in front of Simmons. Simmons doesn't look as sprightly as he should be in the offensive piece here now for Hope International.
Well, there was Michael Williams who, in a no-nonsense mood, had to clear the line. Avoid danger. Say, I can give you a throw, a free throw, rather than having someone lash onto that inside that attacking area, and it's going to be a throw in. In fact, it's a corner from where we are. Jaquan Glasgow is going to take that corner. Roxell.
So here we go. Claude comes across into looking for Baldo Anderson, but going too far across. Picks up by Benjamin. This is a Shano Benjamin looking to get Delano Benjamin going. Matthews comes, clears the danger, resets for Hope International, and a little bit more sprite in the feet of the athletes as they get into movement here. It is with O'Dane. He gets away. Let's see what he does. He crosses. Matthews again in the way. Gets back to O'Dane. He brings it back. Looks for Stevens. Stevens decides, he doesn't do well, but he recovers, and it comes to Williams. Williams is bringing it across to Grant. Grant looking for Williams, but dispossessed momentarily. Keeper Batiste comes and clutches and the loose ball and is trying to get Thorn going. Thorn is having some difficulty and goes into touch, says the assistant on this side, and falls now for Spencer and Glasgow going at it there, Charlo.
Certainly.
Two very sturdy players, and not allowing the other to have an ascendancy in the midfield at all.
No freedom whatsoever.
And so let's see. And there's some instructions being given to Benjamin by referee Lewis. And he's asking everybody to pay attention to the instructions, and clearly making sure he's on top of things here. Let's see how it transpires, because we've had a few incidents. Last night was a rather interesting under-20 show between Anguilla and Guyana. The brawl. Didn't you see that, Charlie?
I didn't.
Wow.
Actually, I had a program last night. So I didn't get a chance. I think St. Vincent under 20 was supposed to play as well.
Yes, well, we played after that encounter, but there was a fist and a shiny kicking match almost a Charlo at the end of that encounter. But here we go. We don't want to have those things in football. In sport, we want to make sure that the violence is kept off of the field and kept away in an instance. As we get it to O'Dane, he cuts inside. He's going to size up something here. He's looking for movement. He gets it to Benjamin. Benjamin back to Spencer. Spencer dives forward, trying to keep possession, but stolen. And here we go with Jaquan Glasgow for Hope International in the middle. He is going across. Finds Chad Davis on the left. Chad is trying to get Harry. Harry is not in that space. And it goes into touch as Hope International once again loses out. So it comes back now and finds they're taken away by Valdo Anderson, who is trying to get John off guard, but John is behind this one again. collects. Boots upfield. It's going to come across our country boot area here. Benjamin tries to reel it in, but it's out of touch. And so another throwing comes the way of Hope International. 21 minutes gone. It's 0-0 here as both teams 1/5, 1/7 coming into this weekend matches, looking to get 3 points that would boost their first round appearance, Charlo.
Most definitely. And so far, we are yet to see that high level of construction. But both teams are going at each other. Infringement call there against JeBelle. So it's going to be a free kick for Hope. And they would really want to make this afternoon's game count. Hope International, they have not been at their very best. And would want to have and walk away with at least a 3-pointer. But we're going to have a water break, and one understands that because it's in the heat of the afternoon. Roxelle, at 3:30 start, you're really going to have the sun on your back.
Yes, a cooling break indeed, and so that's what is being observed now. And not much to write home about.
Not much to write home about, but there's
some
some distribution. We are not seeing the distribution among the balls, but there's some distribution taking place on and off the field.
Yes, well, the gentlemen have been working quite hard. You'll see the guys walking around and making sure that the flags are sorted.
Retrieving of the balls.
Yes, make sure the banners are in good place, and they're here normally by 2 o'clock in the afternoon like this, and or 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. So they've done their work, and this. And so they have been remunerated for. I'm not sure if they could take a big stone, but no violence, no violence.
Well, I'm happy that you can rightly correct yourself in terms of that. You don't want to have anybody. The doctor is around, but the ambulance not in place.
But they have been worthily remunerated for their work over the month so far.
And they have been working faithfully.
Yes.
So the water break. Cooling break, and in a few minutes we are going to have the restart of this encounter. Referee Elwan Lewis has been rather patient.
Yes, well, it's rather humid. It's steamy. There's a breeze blowing, obviously, as we would have in this vicinity close to the sea, close to the coast. But it's still beaten down because we are surrounded by hills, Charlo.
So you find yourself more in the valley.
Valley, correct. There we go. So we're gonna have a restart. Just about 24 minutes on the clock, and the restart is going to be in favor of.
It looks like JeBelle.
JeBelle, oh yeah. Well, the setup looks like Hope International.
Okay, it's going to be Hope. Seems as if Check One Glasgow is the one to take that free kick.
Right, so Glasgow is setting up behind it, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4 red shirts combing the area of the edge of the 18-yard box. And the whistle goes. Let's see what he does. Calling one over to the edge of the box to the far end. Let's see, the call is a goal kick. As it looks like it came off of Richardson last, but the arguments are to no avail.
Well, certainly, Roxelle, I was looking at the position of that, and if I think for me, Glasgow should have really had a firm drive towards goal, looking for that upright here, just a little right of the two-man wall, and give the goalkeeper some work to do.
Well, he may have some work now as another free kick comes the way of Hope International. A little closer this one. I make it about 8 to 10 yards away from the 18-yard box on the left-hand side. And it would be, again, Jick and Glasgow. Yes. So let's see if we can make amends in terms of taking some advice from you, Charlo, and attempt to push his team forward. So he has a little bit more currency to work with. Space is shorter, and you have more red shirts in the area. Let's see if he goes to goal, and they could be crashing on for a rebound. Let's see. They're taken now. This is a far. Good kick it was. And their post. and the goalkeeper had to make a decision. He decided to tip it over. John came up trumps, as Johns do all the time, Charlo.
Well, John. Alright, so that was over
Tristan
there.
John.
So and it's going to be a corner.
Yes.
Again, we can see Jaquan Glasgow to take that corner.
You have better free kick this time, for sure.
All right, it definitely was a better free kick, and Tristan John had to climb full height and take it down. Corner comes in, headed away.
Near post, and Chad Davis is trying to chase it down, taken by Shano Benjamin into O'Dane, back to Benjamin. Benjamin is losing his footing a bit and finds Delano Benjamin, who goes back to Shano. Shano is coming across looking for Java O'Dane, cut up by Bratcher over as far as Matthews. Matthews is trying to get someone going, but it's too far ahead of him, and Williams is going to walk it into touch. As he was indecisive a bit there in terms of what his options were.
Yeah, well, he was closely marked by Chad Davis, and so he in the end it went into touch.
So this is Val Anderson getting it back to, looks like the number 4 there. Oh, good turn inside by O'Dane. Let's see what he does. Brings it across. Trying to find Benjamin. Slids across of the face of the 18-yard box in front of Benjamin and shielding into touch. A good move there, but a little bit too much on it for the pace of Benjamin in front.
Yes, it was a bit weighty, but and in the end, I think good move as well by the goalkeeper, Elron Batiste. Just shadowing it and ensuring that Delano Benjamin couldn't get onto it, and it went into touch for a goal kick.
Alright, well, he had nothing else to do, and here is Matthias, comes down as he tries to pump forward, taken by it falls for Simmons, and Simmons brings it back to Anderson. Anderson is under some pressure, he shields well, looks to go forward, but he is the play is being called back, and in favor of Hope International as they attempt to push forward. They're in 7th, and that could be changed a bit as well, but they came into the weekend in 7th position, not where they would like to be at all. They would need to regroup and see how they come out of this first round in a better space with some more points, and then tackle the second round, Charlo.
Well, certainly that what is the ideal at this particular moment, not having the best of start. So after the first round, you'd want to come back stronger and better, and so try to close the gap among the leaders.
Here we go. It's with Anderson. Leaves it back, looking for Davis. Falls for Bratcher. Bratcher comes across, looking for Simmons. Simmons has Thorne with him. Brings it back to Thorne. Thorne is looking. Yes, he finds Matthias. Matthias is asked to bring it across. He does. Head go up, but the offside flag also went up, Charlo. And that was another seemingly better build-up by Hope International.
Much better build-up there by Hope International. And Jaquan Glasgow was looking to get onto that, but the offside flag was up, and Tristan John just now boots it downfield.
And John is going to push forward. He finds that is Matthias, who hammers it over, looking for Davis. Couldn't keep it in touch. And another throw comes the way of JeBelle, into taken away though by Matthias, and some bubbling with it in terms of possession. Again dispossessed. Stevens collects for JeBelle. He brings it back to Williams. Williams is trying to find Shano Benjamin. He does so. Benjamin brings it back to Chauvin Alexander. He is the one still with it. He looks to go forward into the area. Matthias plays it to Matthews, who tries to clear the danger only as far as Zinga Grant. He has Simmons to contend with. Grant cuts inside here on the left hand side of their attack, brings it to Delano Benjamin, back to Ashano. Oh, that's Grant. Grant is trying to get around Thorne. Thorne picks up the loose ball and brings it back to his goalkeeper Batiste, who boots downfield just in front of us here in our commentary space. And this is going to be a throw-in for JeBelle, Charlo.
Well, certainly. So JeBelle earning a throwing, and we can see number 3 for JeBelle, Matthias. Trying to reach number 3 for Stevens. Trying to retrieve that. It comes right back to Zinda Grant. Zinda Grant looking for Chauvin Alexander. Alexander still in there. It's still Chauvin Alexander. He's in a tussle. Has 2. Gives it to Sawyers. Sawyers goes wide. and finds Ashano Benjamin. Benjamin looking for Java Odin. Odin on that our far left. Now the good turn there by Odin with a cross coming in, and Raleigh Bradshaw clearing that for Hope, and Chad Davis not able to control, and a loose ball picked up by Hope. Sorry, and it's still Hope International. He's been dispossessed. Infringement call. Chad Davis. Now it's still Ashano Benjamin looking to come forward. Still with it. Batiste comes off his line. Good work by Batiste. Good defensive work. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for JeBelle. But JeBelle now on the counter look far more precise than what we have seen before. And it's a throw-in on the far left. Trying to pick the number. Long ball. Looking for Jabba Odin off the head of Hope, but comes right back to Jermaine Spencer. Good defensive work there by Jory Thorne, and a goal kick, kick going high over the crossbar. It's going to be a goal kick for Hope International. So it's still 0-0 here in the first game of a triple header.
I would prefer to see some of those attempts be turned into passes to players in better positions, Charlo.
Well, I think that's one of the things that that the number of the teams have been guilty of. A bit of selfishness on the part of some players. And it's Hope looking to come back. Finds Glasgow. Glasgow gets around one, but he dispossessed. Comes back to JeBelle. Sawyers boots it downfield, looking for Java Odin as Batiste comes off his line and into the side netting. And there was Batiste. I think he was beaten. Yeah, I think he's closed the angle a little too, giving him little room
and time. Yes.
And so it went into the side netting, and in the end, a goal kick for Hope comes off. Tristan John finds Zinda Grant for JeBelle. JeBelle still with it. So walking through. Goes across field. Finds Sherwin Alexander. Chips it downfield looking for Delano Benjamin. As Batiste comes off his line. And does some good work. Ensuring that he positioned his body to keep Delano Benjamin at bay. And did so successfully. Heads downfield to Sherwin Alexander. Alexander has the number 6 in Kishore Lewis. And infringement called against Hope. So Alexander quickly taken, looking for Delano Benjamin. There is some movement. Westlook going, and let's see. Abs was just waiting for the assistant referee to tidy up his bootlaces, and so that has to be retaken. So it's back to Sherwin Alexander, the number 8. Alexander with a shot right into the waiting hands of goalkeeper Elron Batiste, who collects easily. Now rolls it out for the number 4, Jermaine Harry, and it's against Hope. JeBelle is going to be a free kick for Hope.
Yes.
So Jermaine Harry, the number 4, spots it. As we see a number of Hope players looking to come forward. So we are in the 36th minute of this first encounter. I'm not too sure. So referee Elron Lewis. Not sure if there was someone got a book in there. Roxelle, did you pick that up?
No, I was
focused on the
but
ball.
I was actually looking across to see what was happening, but we will get that from the match commissioner.
It's still
foot official as well.
With Harry. Harry chips it downfield, looking for some support, and Tristan John comes off his line, collects, and he says, "Hold on, guys. I have it under control." So it's still JeBelle. JeBelle looking to come forward. It's JeBelle, number 19 there for JeBelle in Richardson. Gives it to Java Odin on the far left. Odin comes across looking for Sherwin Alexander. Sherwin Alexander still with it. Has a shot and off the number 3 Matthias. And it's a matter of fact, it goes into the goal.
Yes, own goal.
It came off Matthias and into the own goal. So an own goal here by Hope International.
We'll see whether what is counted as finally, but it looks as if it may be awarded as an own goal. Yes.
Because I initially I thought it came off the player and went into the side, but as you looked, it was into the back of the net. It bubbled into the back of the net, and Hope International scoring in the 30s. In fact, JeBelle going one ahead in the 36th minute of this encounter. So it's JeBelle 1 and Hope International 0. So they will have to do some work.
This is bumped downfield, looking to find Valdo Anderson, taken away by defenders of JeBelle once again. Into touch, Charlo.
Yes,
and
it's going to be into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in. Jory Torn just in front of us here. He's looking for some support. Long ball, looking for Valdo Anderson, but he has about 6 green shirts rather. Getting my colors mixed as Batiste came off his line and collects. Zinda Grant was looking to closing on that, but he's now boots it downfield. We see Jermaine Spencer off the head chest of Jermaine Spencer, finds Jermaine Harry. So it's pretty interesting. Jermaine Spencer, Jermaine Harry, and it goes into touch.
Well, it goes over the river, actually.
Quickly taken through, comes back in defense to Matthias. Matthias finds Kishore Lewis, back to Harry. Harry now looking to come across field. Not good work. Cut out there by Sawyers for JeBelle. JeBelle goes wide, finds Sherwin Alexander. Alexander was looking for Java Odin, but here was Matthews coming through. Very sturdy movement to Valdo Anderson. Finds Raleigh Bradshaw. Bradshaw still with it. And Delano Benjamin there. Infringement called against him, because we see Raleigh Bradshaw going down, now given a hand by referee Elron Lewis. He's back on his feet, so it's going to be a free kick for Hope. Kishore Lewis, the number 6, position himself. The cross comes in. Up goes the header. There is Simmons. Simmons still there with it. Comes right back to Thorne. Thorne with a shot across the face of the goal, looking for some support. There's some pushing and bubbling. It's against Hope International. It's going to be a free kick for JeBelle. JeBelle leading this encounter 1-0. Hope has some work to do. Tristan John finds Stevens. Stevens walks first, looking for some support, gives it to Zinda Grant. Zinda Grant comes to the center, finds Ashano Benjamin, but Raleigh Bradshaw dispossesses him of it, and going through the center, Valdo Anderson there, still in a tussle, good ball, finds Jaquan Glasgow. Glasgow looking to come forward, but again, it's Hope for Raleigh Bradshaw, but he has a number of players. Valdo Anderson still in a tussle. Sawyers would come away with it for JeBelle. Still Sawyers goes to his right, finds his captain, and goes right, finds Java Odin, who looking to motor down on the right flank, and still with it, Java Odin looking to come forward, gives it to Sawyers. Sawyers goes back to Alexander, who looks to pump it into the attacking area, and it's off Matthews. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for JeBelle, but so good work by JeBelle.
Little better there now in terms of their construction going forward there. They were looking for the best options, and then hopefully something opens up for a shot. And here is Williams trying to go forward again, Charlie.
But he loses it, and down he goes. I think Jaquan Glasgow has been pulled down. Referee Elron Lewis says to play on. It's Delano Benjamin on that far side. Still with Delano Benjamin has Jory Thorne to contend with. He's dancing and pushing and still spinning. There's still that tussle. Thorne is there, not getting the body in, and it's a goal kick for Hope. But again, we see a bit of selfish play on the part of Delano Benjamin.
Well, he got the better of him on 2 occasions, and he should have let it off, and then he went to do a little bit too much, and then he got himself into trouble where it went into touch, Charlo.
Yes, so it's going to be a throw-in for Hope International. It's Jermaine Harry. Goes right back to Matthews, the number 5. Matthews just slowing things a bit. Now he pumps it downfield. And Richardson cuts it out, but Valdo answers, who picks up a loose ball, gives it back to Jaquan Glasgow. Glasgow looking to come down on the left. And good work there by Glasgow still, but good work by Richardson, not allowing him to come forward. He knocks it into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Hope International. We are in the 43rd minute of this first game, the first half. And you can hear the effects of the wind in our microphone. There's strong wind here at the Brighton Technical Centre.
Cooling breeze, cooling
but
breeze.
It's certainly very comforting for us sitting under our tent. And here is Delano Benjamin for JeBelle. Comes across field. Find Ashano Benjamin, who goes wide looking for Java Odein. Has a little too much on it. Java goes behind it. Retrieves. He's looking to control, looking to work his way around. A bit of fancy footwork. And with a shot, and he goes high over the upright. It's going to be a goal kick for Hope. There was Java Odein looking to put some, give Batiste some work to do, but Batiste had absolutely nothing to do as he watched it sail over the uprights.
Well, the idea wasn't bad. Just needed again to understand where
Direction.
he needs to have this falling and passing in terms of the goal area, Charlie.
Right. So Batiste is going to spot it. What will he do? He looks around. I believe he's going to pump it downfield. And I think the whistle going. We see Richardson down, and we see the physio coming out. So referee Alwan Lewis just holding play a bit, and rightly so. Not sure what transpired there because it happens off the ball.
You know, and the physio, I think, was on the field a little bit too early. I didn't see the instructions from Elron to have him come on, but all is well. That ends well. We're going to have a restart.
Limping away to the sideline. It's just about a few seconds away from the half time.
I remember, I think, in their very last encounter that he had to leave the field with an injury as well, Charlo.
Well, so perhaps not yet fully recovered and just maybe have created a little bit more damage to himself. So it's Java Odein on the far side for JeBelle. JeBelle still with it, gives it to Sherwin Alexander. Alexander with a ball, Ashano Benjamin, and decisive work there by Batiste coming off his line.
Had to. It's been good. I think
yes.
Tristan John and himself have been pretty good this evening. They have kept their teams in the fight, albeit Hope International are down by 1 goal. But they have been, I think, much more commanding than we've seen some of the goalkeepers this season.
Definitely. So that one is knocked into touch. It's going to be Jermaine Spencer. Spencer with it. He leaves it for Java Odein now looking for Ashano Benjamin. Benjamin comes back, looks for Williams with a shot. It's wide. And I think that came deflected off Hope International player. So it's going to be a corner for JeBelle, and none other than Java Odein makes his way to that far corner to see if he can call a left footer into the goal area.
Well, he's been busy. Has a lot of responsibility as he takes it now.
Some swirling ball, the heads go up and sliding off the head of it looks
Grant.
like Cinder Grant.
Yes.
And it's going to be a goal kick for Hope International. Referee Elwan Lewis has a quick look at his watch. And
I think the fourth official came with the board, but I think we were distracted by the corner kick when he may have made that pronouncement.
Alright, Right, so it comes back to Batiste boots it downfield. Can Thorne keep it in? Yes, he does. But Sawyer's there, so is Raleigh Bradshaw. The battle of the number 20s. And it's Jabba Odin. Odin still with it, gives it to Sawyer. Sawyer has a defender. He has to come back. And again, we can see JeBelle looking to work their way down. It's Williams. Williams finds Delano Benjamin. Benjamin is not allowed to go forward. Good ball. Back to Williams. Williams couldn't hold it in. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Hope. And Thorne decides, I'm going to take the throw-in. Long ball to Valdo Anderson. I think that's the whistle for the end of the first half. A half that really was, I would say, even Stevens. But in the end, JeBelle having a 1-0 lead. Maybe compliments an own goal.
Yes, even Stevens, but not, in all honesty, probably didn't offer us much excitement in terms of what we want to see from these two units. Two very historically strong units as it relates to SVG football in the Premiership. But I don't think they are on top of their game where they want to be or where they should be if they're really looking to a challenge for the championship this year. But we have still a half to come. JeBelle leading 1-0. We'll take a break and we'll be back in 15 minutes time.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy, so we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Some bottles are ordinary, and then there's the iconic green Heineken, a symbol of craftsmanship since 1873. Inside, a perfect balance of malt and hops, delivering a taste that is smooth, crisp, and undeniably refreshing. This isn't just beer, it's heritage in every sip. Heineken, pure, original, timeless. Heineken, open your world. Must be 18 years or older to enjoy. Heineken, distributed by ECGC. Your life, your vibe, your cola. So represent.
Your life, your vibe, representing the best cola. Me and talk about Zest Cola, right from me.
Open the cola, me a look for the best cola.
Look to the left, me see the Zest Cola. Look to the right, me see the Zest Cola.
Zest cola are the best cola. Represent for the Zest cola. Zest cola are the best cola.
Zest. Your life, your vibe, your cola. Zest. Represent with the best cola available island-wide at your favorite bars, restaurants, corner stores, and supermarkets. Zest. Your cola, your vibe.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now, open goal, it's in the back of the net. The Predators with the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy, so we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now, open goal, it's in the back of the net. With the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
Your life, your vibe, your cola. So represent.
Your life, your vibe, representing the best cola. Me and talk about Zest Cola, right from me.
Open the cola, me a look for the best cola.
Look to the left, me see the Zest Cola. Look to the right, me see the Zest Cola.
Zest cola are the best cola. Represent for the Zest cola. Zest cola are the best cola.
Zest. Your life, your vibe, your cola. Zest. Represent with the best cola available island-wide at your favorite bars, restaurants, corner stores, and supermarkets. Zest. Your cola, your vibe. Some bottles are ordinary, and then there's the iconic green Heineken, a symbol of craftsmanship since 1873. Inside, a perfect balance of malt and hops, delivering a taste that is smooth, crisp, and undeniably refreshing. This isn't just beer, it's heritage in every sip. Heineken, pure, original, timeless. Heineken, open your world. Must be 18 years or older to enjoy. Heineken, distributed by ECGC.
So welcome back to the Brighton Technical Center for the second half of this first game. And it's Hope International and JeBelle. At halftime it was Hope International 0, JeBelle 1. And Roxelle a little bit more cool in condition than what we had early at the start.
Yes, we have some clouds coming across, and it's not that hot, but it's definitely conditions which the players would prefer not to play in. But here we go. It's with Spencer. Spencer brings it across and finds Richardson as the attack begins to roll here for JeBelle on the left, broken up by Harry. Comes to us, got a touch of the ball there. It's nice little touch there. Whenever I had a couple of those days in the Arnesville League in my time, child. I don't know if you remember that, but
I remember the Arnesville League.
Right, Calvary Ambassadors. You remember that team?
Yes,
Desmond Fissal, Pastor Desmond Fissal and the crew.
The late Desmond.
Yes, was a father figure for a lot of us. Here we go. It's a good tackle coming in there by Lewis, but eventually the deflection goes all the way back to Batiste. Batiste is finding Matthias. Matthias is having some difficulty getting past two of the players. He loses it out to Ashano Benjamin, who finds Alexander trying to do a little bit too much fancy work, I believe. Basic football is probably needed to get the ascendancy going, and is Jaquan Glasgow coming under some pressure there, and he is infringed. A free kick to Hope International. Comes across, finds Harry. Harry is going to move forward, finds that's the Hope International Chad Davis into Valdo Anderson. He is under some pressure, and he's going to get a free kick for his team. Always, I think it's someone who's always under a lot of pressure because they do not allow him much time and space. Yes.
So you heard the gasp, and it's going to be a free kick. Here's Davis looking to add by a few yards, and referee Lewis says no, go right back.
And he finds Matthews. Matthews to Harry. Harry goes inside looking for Jaquan Glasgow, taken away by Williams, who is attempting to get Richardson, but Richardson was a little too far ahead. And so another throw-in comes for Hope International. They're advancing up here on the left, and they're looking to try to get an equalizer. Finds Matthews though. Matthews comes across to Matthias. Matthias is under some pressure and gives it away. Charlo not.
He certainly had no purpose on that.
We've not seen the likes of Alexander for Hope International. There are a few other players we have not seen. We are not seeing Thompson this afternoon.
Thompson.
Yes. Well, here we go. Comes forward. It's with JeBelle and falls for Sawyer. Sawyers is going to cut inside. He crosses into the area. Oh, that went across the boot of Ashano Benjamin, who is asking for a corner. But he should have really done better in trying to pull that together and getting himself and his team into a position of a possible scoring, Charlo.
So I think I see referee Elvan Lewis summoning a player to him. I think it's Simmons. I'm not too sure. Perhaps something I said so too is Raleigh Bradshaw.
Well, so trying to make sure everything is under control here. It's now with Matthias. This time he finds a Torn on the far right and he is moving forward. Gets gives it away. Sawyers picks it up to let's see, it's O'Dane is going to get into this loose ball. He's challenging. He's still challenging. And it's going to be a goal kick for Hope International. But he's still doing well, Charlo. So far, I think John has been on top of his game. In the middle, we've had a good game so far by Spencer. I think Williams has been impressive. And on the Hope International end, Batiste himself has had a much better game than we've seen on previous occasions, commanding spaces, Charlo.
Yeah, most definitely.
As Torn comes forward and he is looking for an option. His option is Simmons. Simmons is on the right. He crosses, cannot get past. Stevens, is it a corner? Yes, it's a corner. Coming the way of Hope International here, Charlo.
Definitely, I think it's good work by Stevens once again. He is not giving him that space. And he got his body in the way, and a corner to Hope.
Simmons into the area, headed away by looks like Williams. Yep. And so still pressure on JeBelle as the throw is taken by Glasgow. Not the best of throws. And they're losing possession as O'Dane boots it downfield. And he is asking for the ball to go into their direction. The referee and linesman, the assistant, they have obliged. And so throw-in comes the way of JeBelle. So 1-0. Own goal from our estimation. Let's see what is going to happen. So, having some discussions right here this side. The ball attempted to be thrown in and booted out of touch at once. And stop and start. Tight in the middle, JeBelle has been. I hope International will have to step their game up a bit to get past this unit this evening, Charlo.
Well, it's a give and take. This time it's going to be a throw-in for Hope.
So here we go, upfield. And with Kishore Lewis, he's getting by and goes across to the right and finds the Torn. Torn is going to come back into the middle, but not a good ball. Not enough on it, taken away by Benjamin. To Benjamin, 8 to D. And he is floored. Referee says play on. Is it a throw? Well, the throw goes away of Hope International. Simmons is... let's see, there's a recall of the throw. And it's a recall. There's something that indecision in terms of where the throw should have gone. And it seems as if it should have gone in the direction of the men in green. Let's see what the call is. Paul Farrell is livid, of course, in front of the this. Well, he's calling back.
Very close to the fourth official,
right,
who was using his arm to cool him, and he said, "Take it easy."
Well, the throw was taken back in a, I guess, a position that he had advanced a bit too far, but it's still Hope International with Thorne. Thorne is looking to find Anderson. He does. Anderson brings it back to Thorne. What does he do? He's sizing up a movement. He decides to, he has under some pressure, gets it back to Bradshaw, who crosses into a good space, but evades all of the players, and into touch now. A throw-in comes for JeBelle, Charlo.
Well, definitely a throw-in for JeBelle, but again, we see that lack of control and really looking to hold things and do some level of construction and make life a little easier.
Well, that was a good beat there by O'Dane, and it could not stay in touch though. The throw has been turned over now to possession has been turned over to Hope. And it's Glasgow. He goes up, looking for Anderson, who chases it down. Anderson under some pressure with Spencer. Hands. Hands to face. And Anderson gets a yellow card as reeling on the ground with probably smack to his eyes or upper part of his facial area is
Jermaine Spencer.
Spencer. It's wiping now as the physio comes out, gives some assistance, Charlo.
Well, it was Valdo Anderson. He's always in the throws, always in a tussle with a number of players. He's that sturdy, rigorous individual.
Yes, his main job is to break up the play. He has a dirty job to do in the middle of the field, and when obviously he has the opportunity to attempt to advance it, and he's been very, very sturdy at it and challenging all the time, Charlo.
Yes.
So, a player about to restart.
He's trying to justify his movement and his action, and there's referee Elwan Lewis having a word with Captain Raleigh Bradshaw.
So, taken by Hope, or Matthews goes forward, but broken up again by Spencer, looking to get O'Dane. It's O'Dane, still O'Dane. What does it do? He has Matthews to contend with, and now Harry brings it back to Alexander to Richardson, who does not serve a good ball on the platter there for O'Dane. O'Dane is visibly unhappy and expresses it with all his force and might, and he plays again. Here we go. It's Matthews. Matthews is going to go upfield. He looks for Anderson. Anderson can't reel it in. Spencer picks it up. Spencer is infringed, and another opportunity comes the way of JeBelle. The heavens have opened a bit, and here's Anderson. That's Benjamin. Oh, opportunity there. Should he have taken a shot? It looks as if he attempted to pass it back inwards, and we do have some showers coming. We do need it, Charlo. It's been very dry, and our water supply is a bit low. So in the river, that is the rivers. And so another throw comes the way of JeBelle. It's been a stop and start kind of afternoon in this encounter, Charlie.
Yes, most definitely.
So it's with Williams. Williams is looking to go inside. Finds Spencer. Spencer to Richardson. Richardson is under some pressure and decides to get out of that by evading the tackle.
From Chequan Glasgow.
From Glasgow. And so it goes into touch. Richardson takes it and finds Williams. Williams gonna go over to the left, looking for Sawyers. He cannot control.
Had too much in it.
Yep, and no, I'm not sure if that was the best method he should have used. But here we go. It's Matthias going forward, broken up by Grant, but taken by Hope International. Goes into touch. Still, JeBelle is gonna have an opportunity to go forward. Sawyers takes it quickly, looking for Delano Benjamin, who gets on the end of it. He has the number 6 to contend with, Lewis, and he is fallen to the ground. Referee says get up, and a goal kick comes the way of Hope International. So throw is about goal kick to be taken. Booted across, looking to find Matthias. Matthias brings it back to Batiste. Batiste is going to back in the vicinity of Matthias. Matthias heads it on to Thorn. Almost has some trouble there. Matthias looking to find Zidane Simmons, who back heels it into the part, looking for someone. Picks up by Tyreek Stevens. Stevens to John. John brings it. Oh, good distribution. Excellent to Grant. Grant is bubbling a bit, but he still has possession, and he's asking for movement. Plays it forward. 3 green shirts. Who's going to get onto it? There's a tussle there between Matthews and O'Dane. And Batiste was playing around with it and eventually concedes a corner to JeBelle, Charlo.
Oh, well, totally unnecessarily. I think he was trying to shadow it to go into touch and not being very decisive on it.
Well, you should have understand the velocity at which it was rolling. Here we go. It's now booted out, well, deflected out after a shot or cross was attempted. And JeBelle sustained pressure for the last 4 minutes or so in the Hope International area. This comes to Williams, who's ventured forward. And here we go. Sawyers takes a shot. It's directly into the hands of Batiste, who's well positioned. He boots upfield. And he only have one individual to find up there, Valdo Anderson, who seemed to be lacking legs in terms of energy on this occasion, and decides to leave it. Spencer is the outlet, finds Alexander though. He finds Grant on the left, of Grant into the line of Benjamin. Benjamin cuts inside and plays it forward, looking for Sawyers. Sawyers is found in an offside position. And so there is a goal kick, a free kick, Charlo, coming the way of Hope International.
Who's still looking to knit some passes together and to be decisive. I think one looks at it, Batiste has had a lot more work to do than Tristan John. John rather comfortably standing at his station, and while Batiste had to be very busy.
Well, it's with Ashano Benjamin. He has had a good game. He's coming back and brings it to Spencer. Spencer is again looking to move forward. He plays it into the part of, well, was looking for Ashano Benjamin, but cleared. And Williams is going to take this through here now for JeBelle. He decides to, well, he's looking for options and decides to leave it for
Richardson.
Richardson decides to go down line, looking for O'Dane, headed away by Harry into Davis. Williams is clearing and deep into the Hope International half. Not good work by Matthews on this occasion. Goes into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in once more for JeBelle FC.
Well, JeBelle with a throw-in just to our right. Richardson, the number 19, will take that. Looking for Java O'Dane, does so. O'Dane comes across field. It cuts out, but back to Richardson. Richardson looking for Williams, who couldn't rein it in. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Hope. And Jaquan Glasgow just in front of us takes it, finds Chad Davis. Back to Glasgow. Nice ball. Back to Chad Davis. Davis has Alexander to contend with. Alexander wins the battle. He looks like a warrior, and he comes to the middle, finds Delano Benjamin. Benjamin to Sawyers. Sawyers has Thorn to contend with, and it's still booted around. It's Raleigh Bradshaw has Spencer. There's that tussle. Referee says to play on. Delano Benjamin with it. He's still with it for JeBelle. Gives it to Zinder Grant. Grant chips it across. Finds Ashano Benjamin. Benjamin looking for Java O'Dane, who lose his footing in the process, and it's Thorn for Hope looking to counter. Goes down, finds Simmons on the right, who goes down, pulling the defense with him. Cross comes in, cut out there by Stevens for JeBelle, and Sawyers will look to come forward. Still Sawyers going down the left, still Sawyers, and he's being hustled off it. Finds Sherwin Alexander, who comes wide to Java O'Dane. O'Dane cuts back in the center, has a shot. Swirling ball, diving effort there by Batiste. Has a good shot. And ooh, there was Delano Benjamin looking to lash onto that cross. I couldn't get a boot in. The goalkeeper was beaten, and that slid across the face of the goal. And it's going to be a goal kick for Hope International, but that could have spelled some trouble there, Roxelle.
Ashano Benjamin again in a good position. I should have really been hammering that goal wise. Goalwood, I don't think he got enough on it, or that rebound may have come closer to Delano quicker than he would have expected.
Java O'Dane not happy with it. He's still remonstrating.
Well, he was remonstrating since the last game. He thought that Tyrese Stevens shouldn't have gotten the player of the match again. We'll see how it goes, Charlo. It's 1-0 JeBelle leading.
Well, it's still JeBelle 1, Hope International 0. And we are just about the 64th minute of this encounter, and I can see physio Javid Marksman just putting some bandage around the right knee of Elron Batiste, the goalkeeper.
He's been knocked around this tournament so far.
That's the trouble when you find yourself in those positions as goalkeeper. But will that impede his movement?
Well, we'll see how it goes. We will definitely keep an eye on that.
To Matthias to Matthews. Matthews looks for Harry. Harry still with it. Harry comes down the flank, pushes it ahead, but Richardson is there to clean it up. Gives it to Tristan John, his goalkeeper, and John now boots it downfield, looking for some support. But Thorne is there, stealed by momentarily by Delano Benjamin, and that was heading towards the goal. And there was Batiste, very decisive in his movement, and infringement called it against Spencer, so it's going to be a free kick for Hope. Jaquan Glasgow is there. Glasgow sporting number 29 on the back of his shirt, and Glasgow former player for Avenues United, and goes across field looking for Simmons on that far right. Simmons looking to get a header on that, and it goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for JeBelle. So Tristan John spots it, and now he goes across field, finds Zinda Grant. Grant looking to come forward, gives it to Sherwin Alexander, back to Grant. Grant looking to work his way down, finds Spencer. Spencer looks to boot it downfield, and infringement called there on JeBelle. In fact, on Hope, so it's going to be a free kick for JeBelle. As the clouds have disappeared, and the sun is back with us.
Bright sunshine, but
so
very
is
cool.
The wind. And it's going to be Stevens to take that free kick. He's getting a bit of advice from Zinda Grant, and someone is going to get a yellow card. It looks like Jaquan Glasgow picking up a yellow. And so again, it has to be something that was said. Roxelle?
Well, this is the battles on the field have been intense. I'm not sure if this has been as intense as we've seen on other occasions, but you have to have control of it, Charlo.
Yes, and referee Lewis taking control very easily. That's booted downfield. There's Spencer, who is in an offside position. The flag goes up. It's a free kick for Hope. Batiste, and here is Harry. And what? And not sure what it transpired, but Harry seemed as if he was in a wall by himself.
Well, and there's also some query in terms of whether the ball was played or not. I believe it was played. Referee Elron Lewis is considering not, and so he's asking them to retake it, and that was to the disagreement of the JeBelle players. But it's another cooling break, Charlo.
Yes, it is.
At the 67th minute. JeBelle still leading 1-0, and from our vantage point, via a goal that came from the own goal route.
Yes, from our vantage point, it appears as if it's an own goal, but I leave it for the officials to make the final decision, as the players do go for a cooling break. A few players still not enthused about it, not really want that break. It was just about 15 or so minutes ago, just over 15 minutes ago, they came back for half time, and so Hope International with their officials. You can see Paul Farrell there, he's an animated individual, and he's having a word with his players. Perhaps they're not happy with something. Referee Elron Lewis still on the field as the players now make their way back. So play will continue in just a short moment. So Hope International trailing here 1-0. And it's JeBelle who comes back. Let's see what. So that free kick should be retaken. And you see goalkeeper Elron Batiste. This time he's spotting it.
Well, I think there's been a substitution. It looks like Spencer has been replaced by
moved downfield. Valdo
number
Anderson is
32.
there, but he has Stevens to contend with. That has a little too much on it. Stevens boots it into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Hope, very deep in JeBelle's half. Check one Glasgow to take that.
So Spencer has been substituted, and Jalanson Charles, is that, yes, number 32 has come in.
Yes. So it's still Jaquan Glasgow. It's again, it's being put into touch by Richardson for JeBelle. It's going to be another throw-in for Hope International. They are trailing 1-0, and Harry, the number 4, finds Kishari Lewis, who's been pushed off it. The referee says there's some pushing going on, and Delano Benjamin, and it's going to be a free kick for Hope. Jaquan Glasgow with that, and referee L1 Lewis is there, so he's going to leave it to Kishori Lewis to take that free kick. And the wall, a 3-man wall. So what will Kishori Lewis do? And he comes in now. Heads go up. Tristan John coming off his line. 2 players go down. Valdo Anderson and Tristan John. It goes into touch. And it's going to be a goal kick for JeBelle.
No, he didn't command that one. It was a loud call, but I think under pressure as well. John.
That's booted downfield. And Ashano Benjamin is there. He goes down. Referee says to play, and as Batiste comes off his line, collects. And there is Chad Davis. Unable to control. It goes into touch. And it's JeBelle ball. Is Zinda Grant with a throw. And still finds Matthews. Matthews look to clear that. Valdo Anderson is there. Gives it to Chad Davis. Back to Valdo Anderson. Valdo Anderson looking for Raleigh Bradshaw, but cut out there by JeBelle. Delano Benjamin with it. Goes back to Zinda Grant. Grant comes across field to Sherwin Alexander. To Stevens. As Stevens goes back to his goalkeeper Tristan John. Back to Stevens. And Stevens just boot that into touch. And for whatever reason, I think there's a player down on the far right. Yes, he's back. It looks like Zinda Grant. And all is well. So it's going to be a throwing for Hope. Chad Davis with it. Number 23. And he gives it to Stevens. Stevens pumps downfield, looking for Delano Benjamin. Benjamin gets around a defender. He's looking to come across the shot on goal. Batiste collects easily, bowls it out, looks for Harry. Harry now will look for a counter. He has Java Erdin to contend with. It goes into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for JeBelle. But there was Java Erdin with a ton of speed and putting some pressure there on Harry. Richardson with a throw, finds Sherwin Alexander. Alexander goes back to Stevens. Stevens in defense. He Comes up, goes down the left, looking for Sawyer as it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Hope. Thorne, rather busy, quickly taken, gives it to Chad Davis. Davis has Sawyer, still with Davis. Davis look to come in through the center. Valdo Anderson with a shot off a defender. I think it should be a corner. And Chad Davis is already running into position for that corner. You can see quite a few players getting back into the attacking area as Chad Davis just waiting for the go-ahead by referee. Corner comes in, swirling balls up, goes the head off number 3 there, Matthias, not with any power, and rolling across the face of the goal into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for JeBelle. Williams boots it, long ball downfield. Java Odin has Harry to contend with, and Harry being fouled in the process, and it's going to be a throw-in for JeBelle. JeBelle 1, Hope International 0, as we head into the 75th minute. And we could see Delano Benjamin taking his own time, not being rushed. And
well, they are in the ascendancy, but it's just one goal, so they would definitely want to add to that, Charlo.
Well, very slim margin, but it's a free kick.
Yes.
Taking place just inside the line. Benjamin looks up now. So it's a wrong field, and there is Batiste getting a hand to it, and Thorne now cleaning up the mess, looking for Chad Davis, but there was Zinda Grant climbing and heading it into touch. It's a throw-in for Hope International.
And your return decides to go upfield as he moves to Lewis, or to Bratcher, but stolen by O'Dane. He's switching positions now with Delano Benjamin. So Dane goes back to the left while Benjamin comes over to the right. Thorne is still entrusted with this throw. He gets up looking to find Anderson, and it's judged to be
in an offside position.
You know, actually a foul throw.
Oh.
Bad Thorne. Not a good call. Not a good throw taken there.
At this level, it really shouldn't happen.
So here we go. It's with Grant. Singer Grant. He's been quietly doing his job and trying to find Charles. Stolen there by Davis. Davis to Matthias. Matthias finds Lewis. This is Hope International trying to move forward. Stolen though. And here we go. It's Charles. Charles finds O'Dane. O'Dane in a good spot. O'Dane takes a shot. O'Dane hammers one. And he's going to get a card as he tears a shirt off of his back. Goes to the flag. Throws his shirt away. And Hope International behind the 8-ball here now, as JeBelle have taken a 2-goal lead.
Well, it was a good cross, finding Java Odin unmarked. And this time he kept his composure and hammered it past Batiste, who had simply no answer to that. And JeBelle have extended their lead, and Hope now find themselves trailing 2-0.
Well, the card is issued. Card quite similar to the color of his shirt, and he didn't have any queries. Came, took it, and he's going right back.
He took it gracefully, just as he took the shot and scored.
Oh, yes, definitely. So JeBelle have been a bit inconsistent, and we can see some legs being warmed up there by Hope International. I could say safely 3 of the younger players in their unit who have not yet had an opportunity probably going to get a run out now, as Paul Farrell have probably seen enough. Here we go. This with Williams. Williams leave it for Alexander. Alexander to Benjamin. Benjamin is bringing it back to Grant. Grant is going across and finding Alexander to Benjamin. Benjamin brings it back to Stevens. Possession football here, but stolen by Bratcher. Bratcher to Glasgow. Glasgow can't get around Alexander, so it's pushed back to Matthews. Matthews is trying to go forward, brings it across to the left here into Simmons. Simmons is under pressure and is losing it out as Sawyer's controlling, still Sawyer's. Can't get past Matthews. Finds Harry, who is flawed, and he is going to win his team a free kick, Charlo.
Well, definitely. But certainly JeBelle start looking a bit more purposeful and really looking to put some more pressure on Hope International. Hope will want to make some amends. And
well, the general is flowing. This one is taken by Glasgow, looking for someone to come on to it. Grant has been good again. He heads away and brings it across. Finds Glasgow, whose pass is broken up, over to Benjamin. Ashano Benjamin into Charles. His return pass doesn't have the weight that it should. As is a tussle in the middle, and it's against Alexander as Matthias attempted to advance the play of Hope International.
so it's going to be a free kick for Hope, and really they would want to pull one back. I think if they can do that, it would give them some impetus to really try and equalize.
So here we go. Chad Davis brings it across. And again, blocked by Zinga Grant. He's been my player of the match so far, to be honest, Charlo.
Totally in agreement with you.
Skerwick brings it back to
Bradshaw.
to Bradshaw into Matthias, who is advancing very much further than he had started. He is under some pressure there between two JeBelle players. Elron Lewis says, not a good work, guys. Allow him to move forward.
Well, I think it was a battle of the number threes, because it's Stevens the number 3, Matthias the number 3, and Stephen was trying all his work to deny him the movement to get forward.
And he is. Who is it? Is it Lewis or is Thorn? Yes. Thorn, Yuri Thorn. He is going to have a go. Just a wall of 3 players. Set up there, and it is now being taken, chipped over the wall. John mishap. He came, he collected. Well, he attempted to collect, and he bubbled it a bit. His defenders had to come to his rescue, and John is now floored. So that was not a bad free kick at all taken by Thorn.
Definitely it wasn't. There was some jostling for position, and really in the end I think Tristan John got the worst of it, and in the end being cleared. He's in a sitting position now, so I think things are looking up. Very soon I think he will be back on his feet. So the physio is there. I think hand to the back of the head, perhaps in the little millie. He got a little touch to the head. He's back on his feet again, as Michael Bolton would say. When I'm back on my feet again.
You seem to listen to that song every Sunday, Charlo.
Well, there was the month of love just disappeared. A lot of those music were played.
Month of love. Well, I take a different route.
That's what it was referred
Black
to.
History Month for me just ended.
All right. Good. So
it's 2 goals to nil. 2 goals to nil again from our vantage point. An own goal and a hammer there by Java O'Dane would have taken JeBelle further ahead. They are sitting comfortably with just about 9 minutes on the clock of regulation time. They've had a workman-like performance this afternoon, and they are still leading and trying to press forward. A good ball coming across from Sawyers, trying to find O'Dane. Harry is equal to the task. Into touch it goes, and JeBelle will have another rain coming their way.
Well, Java O'Dane was closing in, and I think it was a good work on the part of Harry.
Yes.
Because had he left it to Java O'Dane, O'Dane would have had enough space to put some pressure on Elron Batiste.
O'Dane playing around with it a bit. He brings it inside, finds Benjamin. Benjamin back to Richardson. Richardson is trying to go forward. Eventually gets it to Ashano Benjamin, who is trying to get it back to Delano. He does so. He brings it over to Alexander into Grant. Grant plays, chips one through. Good ball. Looking for Delano Benjamin. Falls now for O'Dane. O'Dane has Harry to contend with. Brings it to Delano. And he is under some pressure. And Simmons putting it to touch. 2-0. And leading here, JeBelle. And they're looking to advance their tally in terms of points. They will go up, Charlo, to they will go up to 10 points, and that means they'll be sitting pretty high at this stage, Charlo.
All right, so 10 points would move them into position number.
10 points according to this would be fourth, probably fifth. No, probably third. It will be third with the hope with Predators still to play. We have System 3 on 13. Leu, they are on 11.
And now look at that again. There's some juggling, and luckily they did not concede a goal. Batiste couldn't hold on to it. He rebounded, but his defense came to the rescue and cleared it.
All right. So before the North Leeward Predators encounter this evening, JeBelle would end this game if they hold on to the win into third position.
Good ball, good ball.
Oh, the Zinga Grant scoring. A Zinga Grant scoring. That probably tops off his award for this evening because he's been good on the offensive end. He collects well. His shot was muffed, but still trickled over the line, Charlo.
Yes, definitely. I think Batiste got a foot on it but couldn't hold on, and it's into the back of the net, and it's now JeBelle 3 and Hope International 0. So Hope will have a lot of work to do.
So well, I think it's all but dusted here, Charlo. It's just about 5 minutes remaining in the clock. There are some substitutions coming for JeBelle. Lewis is coming out. And it looks like young Cummins is coming in. We have 3 young players coming in, Charlo. We're going to get those names for you. So Cummins. Gonna look at the list.
Cummins, number 32.
Right,
Alexander
he's
Cummins.
in. 35 is in as well, and the youngster is another youngster. Yes, and another number 37 is there a 37?
We do not have a 37. We have a number 17.
Well, we'll see if this pants looks like he has 37 on it, but we will give it to you. 27 actually. 27. So Hope International trying to give the youngsters some opportunity. They've probably given up the ghost in terms of a result in their favor at this stage, and giving some of the younger players in the ranks an opportunity to run out on this occasion. So here we go. It's Zinga Grant. He throws this down forward, looking for the number 28 who came in for Hope International. We have a number 28 as well, Charlo.
Jeshon Delplesh.
So that's Delplesh. So Charles trying to get it from Torn. Torn looks to go forward, comes off of Charles, into touch once more, and large and definitely in charge. The Green Machine this evening, they are leading in this encounter 3-0. So Grant. Is being instructed to take the throw. Some showers looks like they're gonna come our way, Charlo, as we look across from the coastal area, the Brighton beach area. It's pretty dark in the skies, and for those of us who are farmers, and obviously those in the water authority area, this is welcome news, Charlo.
I don't think it's welcome news until the rain starts falling.
Well, you could see over the Belmont area as well. It's quite black.
Yes.
So it looks like in the countryside we may be getting some showers.
Normally, as the rain comes in that area, heads into that Vermont area. That's one of our water catchment areas. Getting into
pleasing.
and well,
So here we go. It's with Batiste. Batiste goes upfield looking for Thorn on the right hand side. Thorn is going back to Batiste under pressure. Batiste is not controlling well, and that was Delplesh coming in there. Thorn looks to go forward. Falls now for Charles. Charles wins the battle. He cuts inside, and he's brought down viciously there by Bratcher. He's going to be carded. Yes, he should be.
He's going to be carded.
Yes, he collects a yellow, and in frustration, the former captain.
Well, he's wearing the captain's armband.
He is, well, the captain. Well, the band has been moving around a bit on the Hope International players.
Most definitely.
Yes. Not a start that they would really appreciate. They would want to see something better than this, and they would have to go back to the drawing boards and probably sort some structure out. The rain is getting a little bit more threatening. We could see people scampering for cover.
Start taking a bit of cover.
And here we go. We may have to pull our equipment a little further back as well,
yes,
as we see the pending showers. And Thorn is really brought down viciously there, as a free kick is going to come the way of Hope International. Grant is going to be carded this time, and so he goes into the books with just about a minute or so remaining on our clock as it relates to the official time seen on our running clock on screen. So, another throw. Game is petering out to a quite comfortable win for JeBelle. Free kick is going to come the way of Hope International with Matthias. Matthias boots upfield. He's looking for one. 3 minutes on the
3 minutes
of added time before stoppages. Falls for the number 22. He pulls upfield looking for Bratcher. Bratcher can't get past Grant into Chad Davis. Davis is going to cross inside. Does he? He decides to use Bratcher, but it looks like Cummins, but it was a bit too far from him. Bratcher though is still on the floor, and so it's going to be attention time for colleague Bratcher.
Well, I think Chad Davis, he was a bit hesitant looking to take that shot. And in the end, he looked a little late off to Charles, who was rather flat-footed, couldn't get onto it, and giving away what could have been a little threatening for JeBelle.
So crease forward, looking for O'Dane. O'Dane is still getting into the area. Let's see what happens. Clearance though by Matthews. He's been good, and but can't get past Williams. Williams finds Delplesh back to Williams, stolen by Kester Williams, and only as far as Hooper. Hooper to O'Dane. O'Dane looking to get past the young man there. Hooper into O'Dane. O'Dane not on the measure of that pass at this occasion, and so it's with the number 27. He finds Williams. Williams can't reel it in, and so Hooper picks it up into Bratcher. Bratcher is picking up the loose ball, goes across, finds Thorn. Thorn goes further to the right into Davis, back to Bratcher. Bratcher still there in that area, and Thorn goes forward. Good ball, and it is brought in there by Davis. Let's see, he has Tyreek Stevens to contend with. Can't get past the number 21 increase. It goes into touch. Falls for, no, it doesn't go into touch. Picks it up. There is Charles from Delplesh coming forward now, looking, and O'Dane is doing good work. O'Dane is going to get in the area. Is he going to have a hammer? He cuts inside. Does he? Crosses into the edge, top of the 18-yard box. No one could reel it in. And Hope is, yes,
clearing the danger.
And it's Thorn again, looking to push this one forward. Zinga Grant is going to shield it into the hands of his goalkeeper in John. Picks up now. And he's going to boot downfield. There we go. And your return is the one who's going to have to control. He controls, does he? Or he watches it into touch? He does that, and the latter. And he's taking it through now into Kester Williams. Williams is looking to go to Bratcher, does so. Bratcher pushes it forward, too much on it. And his destination his desired destination, the men in red, did not find
that's the whistle.
it to the boot. And the whistle, the final whistle. JeBelle coming away comfortable, 3-0 winners via an own goal from our estimation. We also had a goal from Jab O'Dane, and our man of the match, our player of the match, Zinga Grant, topped it off, Charlo. Yes?
So there we have it. So Hope not having the best of the day, and a comfortable win in the end for JeBelle as we await the chat of the play of the game and in Zinga Grant. And our next game will be at 6. So still a little, quite a few minutes before that encounter. So the second game of the evening will be at 6, the third at 8. As you can see, calling in and making sure he gets that prize for that play of the game, as he goes out to have a quick word with Zinga Grant.
Right, so we have with us a player of the match, JeBelle versus Hope International, Zinga Grant. Zinga, today you played a more defensive role. You were very much in that fray and you kept everything together. How did you feel about your performance?
I mean, the performance was very good because for the past few weeks we've been training, and the main important thing is communication. So once you communicate, someone press, someone drop. So it's basically teamwork. You get teamwork, you get trust in the player, and basically you do anything you want.
You have had different roles in the competition so far, 5 matches. We saw you in an advanced role earlier, and then, well, you didn't get everything on it, but you eventually scored one this evening. How did you feel about that?
I mean, some big up Tianga and also. So over the few years, I'm a very, like an all-rounder player in the back, center, well, a bit forward. So it's me. If a specific area is short, me fit in. So it's basically, you know, a coach saying you do your best in the position, and that's what we have to do. Yeah.
Utility players. JeBelle though, did not a very good start to the tournament. Been up and down in terms of results. This takes you to 3rd before the North Leeward Predators game. Is things going in the right direction now? And in terms of where you want to be probably at the end of the first round.
So I mean, everything takes time. So at the start of the season, take a little bit for the team to catch itself. So over the weeks, it's training, just a specific role, do your job, and then later on start to catch up. But I mean, to the team was talking about the hats on, all about your mental. You go out and you play, and look, we get the 3 points. We're happy.
All right, thank you very much. Excellent interview. So on behalf of the French Veranda and RW Sporting World, we want to offer you this voucher to enjoy an evening at the French Veranda.
Thank you very much.
Player of match number 3 on weekend number 5, Zinga Grant of JeBelle FC.